The budget battle moved from the White House to Capitol Hill today as the administration made the case for its fiscal plan. But the president's budget director, Jack Lew, was met with a chilly reception by House Republicans. Here's Budget Committee Chairman Paul Ryan.
Look, we're in different parties. That's fine. But when people elect a president, they expect a president to lead, to take on the country's biggest challenges before they become actually crises. And we all know that this debt is becoming a crisis. And you're not even touching these programs. You're assuming the economy is going to take off in a year in which you're raising taxes everywhere, all over the economy. And if your math doesn't add up, then we're all in a world of hurt.
Well, joining us right now to talk about this is Alice Rivlin, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institution and a member of President Obama's Debt Reduction Committee. She was also President Clinton's budget director. Alice, great to have you here on Street Smart. President going far enough or not even close in your view?
Well, I think the president didn't go far enough, but I think it was perhaps a smart tactical move on his part that may pay off in the end for all of us. What I mean is this. Clearly, we need to tackle the entitlement programs. We need to slow the growth of Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security going forward, and we need more revenues. Now, he didn't take on any of that. He focused primarily on discretionary spending. That's a rather small part of the budget. It's the part that's appropriated every year. In that section, I think he was very bold. He made the points that he made in his State of the Union that we're going to have to readjust priorities. We need some things that help grow the economy, but we need to cut back on other spending. This budget does that. You may not agree with his priorities, but it is quite a bold budget.
Alice, I think the Wall Street Journal yesterday had an article entitled, Republicans and Democrats squabble over useless sliver of the budget. I mean, when is somebody going to come out and say, look, we need to take on these entitlement programs, and here's the plan to do it. We need to cut real meat out of the budget. Here's my plan to do it. And then shouldn't that person be the president? I think Mark Crumpton yesterday was talking about how Harry S. Truman said the buck stops here. Don't we need a president who says, I'm going to take this issue and lead?
But look at what happens to a president when he does that. If he gets out front on very sensitive issues, like Social Security, he gets immediately attacked by the other party, whichever party it is. It doesn't matter. That happened to George Bush. And the experience of Barack Obama for the last 2 years has been everything that he proposed, the Republicans trashed, no matter what it was. So if he'd gotten out front on Social Security or Medicare or taxes, he would have risked being totally attacked.
Alice,
now, he's got...
Let
me just...
Okay, go ahead, please.
Let me just finish. I think he needs bipartisan cover in order to do that. And I think there is a strong bipartisan group led by the senators who were on the Simpson-Bowles Commission, which I also was, that can give him that cover. A Republican and Democratic coalition that will say, we need to do this, and the president can come join with them.
But we had that, and it didn't seem to do us any good. I mean, shouldn't the president be the one who's willing to risk being attacked by the other party in order to solve these issues for the country?
If it will solve them. I think one can argue that if he had said, we need to fix Social Security, the Republicans would have said, aha, we've got an issue we can beat him over the head with, so we're going to say, no, we don't need to fix Social Security.
But we need to fix Social Security. I mean, you said back in January that Medicare and Social Security get more attention than they deserved. I don't get it. I mean, don't we need to solve this?
Go ahead. No, I didn't. I've never said that. I said 2 minutes ago, the most important things that we can do for the long-run deficit reduction and getting the debt under control are control of the entitlements, including Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and tax expenditures. But all of those things are sensitive. I'm only explaining why, from a tactical point of view, I think the president may have advanced the cause by saying, I'll start with this opening offer, and then I'll join with a bipartisan coalition on the Hill to get the rest done.
We definitely just scratched the surface, and hopefully, Alice, we can get you back more because we'd love to talk more about it.
Pleasure to get you here in the studio, Alice. Thanks so much for joining us. Alice Rivlin there.